Was Dark Souls 3 the better PvP game? The question is on everybody's lips. Everyone wants to know. Elden Ring got patched a few weeks ago, improving significantly the experienced user by adding invasion-wide word search area aka Wex Dust, nerfing Bloodhound Step and River of Blood, and Dark Souls 3 servers just came back live on PC. They have never been shut down on console, but on PC there was a way for hackers to destroy your computer and take all of your private information, bank information, etc. by accessing your system through invading you in Dark Souls 3. I know, crazy, right? So now the choice can be made for many people, especially the PC community, to forever leave Elden Ring for Dark Souls 3. But the question remained, was Dark Souls 3 really the better game? I received a comment from Gaming Zen. I left Elden Ring PvP because of the awful balance. I didn't play the new update. Is that enough for balance, or will you recommend me to go back to Dark Souls 3? Well, let's quickly talk about the current state of Elden Ring PvP. I believe that patch 1.06 addressed a lot of glaring issues that the game had. Invincibility with bloodhound step, blood build-up and unescapable vortex by River of Blood, lack of activity in invasion and co-op with the game being just way too big, and the game is already so much more fun. I had given up on Elden Ring, to be really honest with you, but this update had shown me one major thing, and it is that the devs care about balancing the game. This patch brought something that had left the Elden Ring PvP player. It's hope. We did lost hope after 1.05. Is it taking a lot more time than necessary? I would say yes. For example, Bloodhound Step should have been nerfed a long time ago, and Wex Dust should have been added in the game from release. Now, you can find invasion anywhere at any level range, and you can also be invaded anywhere at any level range. No more do you need to really care about what weapon upgrade you have, what level you are, depending on which area you are, or being stuck on a specific character, who keep a specific character to a specific area to invade. Like, those things are gone. However, yes, there are still a lot of balancing issues in the game. I'm not gonna tell you like the game is fixed and there is no need to work. Shields, they have too much stability. They are almost unbreakable unless you use Royal Knight Resolve or a weapon that ships through shield like the Volgol Militia Shotel. But fingerprint shield, there's virtually nothing you can do against it. If someone has a fingerprint shield, you're fucked. Status effect like madness, bleed and sleep are a huge problem, especially since they do proc even when you dodge. Like, this bug, quote unquote bug, is still there since Dark Souls 3, and that's a big problem, and that thing is probably never going to get fixed. Let's be honest. The stun lock is way too long. Sometimes you get hit once during an invasion and it means death. Like, you just will get stun locked to death. It's not like infinite stun lock, but it is enough to get you killed. No automatic invasion covenant like the Watchdogs of Farron or the Eldritch Faithful that like we have in Dark Souls 3. That's also a big downside. There is no PvP hotspot. Spell spamming is a problem. Flaming Strike has too much lingering damage. Storm Stomp allows you to reaction trade everything. I disagree. Fuck Storm Stomp. Petra, you fucking bitch. Poise that makes for dumb training fight and that kills the fashion game. I mean, that's probably the number one worst thing about Poise, is that it kills the fashion game. We need a fashion game. We need a system with transmog. I mean, that's probably never gonna happen, but let's hope. We need hope. And don't even get me started with the new light roll that nurtured the skill gap of the Souls formula, which have always been about timing, spacing, matchup knowledge, and eye coordination, etc. If you want to win, just use the light roll and just roll your way to victory. So yeah, Elden Ring is far from being perfect, but are you gonna have more fun in Dark Souls 3? Is DS3 the better PvP game? Short answer: Yes, yes, Dark Souls 3 is at the moment a much better PvP game. It has auto invasion mechanic with the two main PvP covenant, Aldred Faithful and Watchdogs of Faerun. There's also a bunch of side invasion covenant like the Rosaria Finger and the Mad People. What the fuck is the name of them? The people that are mad, the madness people. You see which one I'm talking about.
Yes, then we are just fine.
And another big advantage that Dark Souls 3 has over Elden Ring is that the player limit is at 6 maximum in a world, whereas in Elden Ring it's only 4 people in the world. Like, what happened? How did we go from a game built in 2016 go from 6 people to 4 people maximum? Like, someone needs to explain this to me. Let's hope one day this gets fixed. Because 3v3s were so fun and 2v4 were so fun also, and when you were in a 1v3 you always had hope that someone would come and invade and help you out. But here, when you're in a 3v1, well, you're pretty much fucked. It has a much higher skill gap. A bad player cannot hide behind a cheesy build or tactic. In a 1v1 scenario, the better player will always come out on top. Also, 3v1s and 2v1s are a lot more manageable in Dark Souls 3. If you are better than the other player you're facing, more often than not, you will win the invasion. In Elden Ring, it's not the case. The time to kill is so fast and the stun lock is so long that sometimes getting hit once means dying. Also, the buff to magic and spells are narrowing the skill gap, where someone can just stay away from a safe distance and shoot you auto-tracking nuclear bomb at you without taking any risk. Something that is currently very frustrating, to be honest. In Dark Souls 3 you could face a gang head on, when in Elden Ring you spend like 75% of the invasion running away, waiting for the good opportunity to strike, because at any given moment if you make one mistake you can get 1 or 2 shotted. The balance is also much better in Dark Souls 3, besides a couple of outliers like Murky and Pontic Knife Curse Sword. Most weapons have a time and place to be used and can be mastered. Swaps allows for more skillful play. In Dark Souls 3 you can swap much faster than you can in Elden Ring. You can swap while being stun locked. A good example of a good swapping skill was the cat ring swap. You know, in order to not take any fall damage you had to swap to the cat ring very quickly. But that thing doesn't really exist in Elden Ring anymore. You get the point. At the moment there are a lot more room for growth as a player in Dark Souls 3. Someone made a fantastic video that I cannot find again. If I find it I'll put it in the description below, explaining why he was leaving Elden Ring and just the Souls game formula PvP as a whole. The main reason was because every time he played Dark Souls 3 he felt like he could improve. Whereas in Elden Ring, very often you find yourself plateauing and losing, but when you really scratch your head and think about what you could have done differently, what could you have done better, the answer is very often nothing. I just got unlucky, or I was not using the cheesiest build, the quote-unquote good build. And when you come to this conclusion, it can be super frustrating, and a feeling of injustice starts to fill your whole being, and you're really wondering, why do I even waste time trying to get better at this game when you just need to use a cheesy build and nurture all the expression of skills. However, Dark Souls 3 is a finished game. Dark Souls 3 isn't going to receive any update, patch or DLC. The player base is just going to shrink and shrink and shrink from now on. Elden Ring is the new game. Patch 1.06 showed us that the devs are really listening, that with Bloodhound Step and River of Blood nerf, a new space for growth has been added to the skill gap, and I have never had so much fun playing Elden Ring today as I had for the last 3 months. I find myself just playing like 6 hours non-stop, and it's not as the game is you know, I've really played this game so much. But I'm not here to tell you that the game is perfect and it's going to be great, but I think hope is here, and the proof is in the pudding, where we saw the latest patch. We're probably gonna have a DLC. We're gonna have an arena. I mean, that's for sure. We're gonna have an arena, new weapon, new balance update, invasion everywhere. We have Wex dust in. Things look promising. Now, I'm still going back to Dark Souls 3 from time to time to have a little bit of fun when I'm getting burned out of Elden Ring, but yeah, and again, it's the preference of everyone. You know, some people have never left Dark Souls 1, some people just played Bloodborne, some people just love Dark Souls 2 much better than Dark Souls 3, and that's always as it is, because those games, even though they're from the same formula, the same base, they're different from one another. They're definitely different. So maybe you don't like Elden Ring, maybe you love Elden Ring. It's also your personal preference at the end of the day. So yeah, that was a little bit my rant on Dark Souls 3 versus Elden Ring. I hope that answers some question. I hope, Basil, I've answered your comment. If you guys have any comment, any suggestions, any other ideas that I have not talked about, please make sure to put them in the comment section below. Love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. I see you in the next video. It was Valentin. Bye bye. And also a special thanks to Soleil, Culture Tuna, Reese, Mohammed, NBM, Bo78, Basil, Mir, Gives Me Conniption, and Mr. Good Cat. Thank you guys so much.